Bro.
What's up with you?
Chilla, you can hear me?
Yeah, man.
I got an email that said you're in here, so I was like, oh shit, let me go hop in. Usually people, you know how it goes, like a minute or two late.
I'm on time, you know what I mean?
Nah, but yo, welcome to the show, Garden State Hip Hop Hour. I appreciate you joining me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're a legendary producer from Jersey, so we had to eventually get you on here.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. For real.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I didn't realize you did that hello baby shit. I was looking at your page and shit. That shit going crazy viral on TikTok and stuff. It's like you do so much and you don't always know what producers do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff. I'm very low key. I'm a very low key person. So, you know what I mean? I just be doing my one too, you know what I'm saying?
And you're used to it at this point, right? Or not? Nah? You're still not used to it? Like it's regular?
Yeah, I'm a little jaded. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little jaded.
Damn. When did you realize you were jaded?
I would say I would say December when I got the Eminem placement.
Yeah, the How to Kill a Mockingbird joint or on that project?
What was it? Music to Be Murdered By. I was on
Yeah. Why I get that Mockingbird shit? I don't know why I'm thinking about that right now.
Because he has a song called Mockingbird.
Oh, I was like, wait, like, yeah, I guess, yeah, I mean, like, Drake, all these people, like, Eminem or Drake, though, like, which one is, like, because, like, as a producer, like, which one was more, I don't know how you compare, because, like, Drake and Eminem is, like, those are two, like.
I would say Drake because that was my first placement, you know what I mean? So that was my entrance into the game. So that was obviously, like, a crazy moment, you know what I mean? So.
That just sounds ridiculous, right?
But
like, my entry point was Drake.
But Eminem was equally crazy because Eminem was my first favorite rapper before, like, it was Wayne and Drake and stuff like that. And he said my name on a song. So, and I didn't even expect that. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. So that was just like out of pocket.
Yeah, I do remember that shit hard. But would you say the cause of being jaded? Because now you're working on the app WAV, right?
Yeah.
Was that some sort of the catalyst that kind of moved into like, okay, let me try something else out, or was just something separate that you were already planning?
It was something. It wasn't nothing. It's crazy because I didn't plan it. It was more so like, I seen a problem, and then I just really wanted to find a way to fix it. You know what I mean? And people out as people know, you know what I mean, I'm in back and forth to LA to Houston, Atlanta, and all these other places or whatever. And sometimes I'll be in these cities and people be asking me like if I have availability to like musical services as far as like engineers, producers, artists, songwriters. And I was just thinking like, what if there was a thing that people could just go on and I could direct them to, and they could just find anything that they needed musical wise, and they could just get it done, you know what I mean? And a lot of people during COVID lost their jobs or whatever. So I just wanted to help both ways. And I just seen a room for a fix or a problem. So that's how it really came up. And yeah, man, that was the whole purpose of it. I wasn't like, oh man, I'm gonna get into tech. I Nipsey did inspire me to want to do that, but like it just came up from just wanting to help a problem, honestly.
Or yeah, I was trying to like, okay, so I did download because I was like, okay, cool, let me try it out before we talk and stuff. But I didn't see a role for myself. I really saw it's pretty much like you said, more so for currently right now, it's like more so just like you said, producers, engineers. So like I was reading the press release and I was trying to understand it. So it's like, okay, for instance, right now I'm in my office and right now I was recording myself, but I need someone to come engineer something. Like he's just gonna come into my like office, or like I'll try and figure exactly.
Yeah, so what's dope about the app is, you know, like you can, let's say you do have a home set up, you know what I mean, and people would have their skill set on their bio, or you know what I mean, you would go to their page and maybe they would have some footage of them recording at home or recording in a full studio, or maybe they would have something that they could bring, because like even me, my studio sometimes is literally in my book bag. Like if I really wanted to take out my interface and just vibe out with my headphones, and I could do that. If I had a 2-person jack, we could just sit here and I could record you. And I've done it a million times. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can definitely have someone coming to your workspace, your office, or your living room and record them. You know what I mean? So that's what's dope about it. And what's really even doper about the app is that it's not just on demand. You can, if someone let's say wants to be booked the next week, they can get booked next week, or they can get booked right now. It's all up to them and where when they want to make their own schedule, you know what I mean? So yeah, for right now it is only just like producers, engineers, songwriters, and DJs of that sort. And we're looking to make somehow incorporate to where like maybe an artist doesn't even need to see the app and a manager's run it for them, you know. So we're definitely trying to incorporate that. And yeah, we're only in like V1, so
Yeah,
I
so it's still
can't
in the
wait
beta
till
right
like,
now.
yeah, so we're once we launch and really give the world what it has to offer, it's going to be so dope. And I feel like it's just going to change the way people make music, honestly.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought it was dope, and I saw like there's gonna be a subscription model for it too. So
Yeah, so that would give you access to there's going to be like tiers of people, and it's going to be depending on, you know, your ratings, and you know, people like me who would be on there. And when people like, I would say, more renowned and like in the industry, like really in the industry, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So, and we want the community to be like very very controlled in the sense to where everybody's getting quality work, and we're making sure that there's not like, you know, people doing bad business, and we just want to keep it to where everybody's, you know, doing their due diligence in the creative world, you know what I mean? So you do good work, and we would just want to keep the people who are doing the good work. And you know, like just like on any other site, you know, if there's like someone acting crazy, or just like, you know, like on video games, you'll get
yeah.
suspended for like a certain amount of time, you know what I mean? So we just want to keep the community very quality based, and so people can do the best work possible.
Well, okay, so let me understand. So, like, for instance, right? Say I was the engineer and like 10 people gave me like zeros or whatever. I don't know exactly how the ratings are.
Mhm.
So what would like I would be kicked off the app, or I wouldn't appear in searches no more as the bad engineer. Like, do I get
Well,
kicked off?
it depend. I guess it would depend on what the person is doing. You know what I mean? Like if someone's like, I don't know, like I would say like being like disrespectful to whoever they're working with, and someone gets reported type thing, like that would be the thing. Like, okay, we gotta put you on punishment real quick, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And as far as the reviews, you know what I mean, we're not gonna, you know, ban people for like, because you never know, you know, there's new people who come into the industry who are just trying to get their feet wet, and you know, there's people who already are in here and know what they're doing. So you can't fault people for trying to try. So you know, your reviews will reflect your work, you know what I mean, what you, the type of work you do. So we want to level the playing field, and just make sure everybody gets their chance to get to create. So we definitely don't want to you know, ban anybody for like trying. So it's just more so like, you know, community guidelines. It's like, let's all play nice here,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fine. So, like, how do you ensure like safety, for instance, right? Say like I'm in my house, like how do you ensure that like nothing crazy happens, or is that just something that's just based on the people? Like, like I'm inviting someone to my home, or I'm stepping into somebody's home.
Right.
Is there any like, do you guys provide any guidelines to how to go about that, or are you just kind of like leaving it up to the people and hey, you made the choice to invite this person here, you should evaluate it before they came or you went there?
There's gonna be what's the word I'm looking for? Um Pretty much we're gonna let people know that, you know, by using this, you're gonna have to know that you're letting other people into your
Mhm.
space, et cetera, et cetera. But we're definitely gonna have, it's just like Postmates when like
Yeah.
you order something and something goes wrong, and then they step in to handle it, and we'll definitely be there to make sure all that is incorporated as well. You know what I mean? We definitely want to again make the community a safe place for everybody to keep working. So for sure.
Oh, that's dope. So yeah, that's just like reassurance to community, like who's gonna be finding out about that, because I'm sure like these are gonna be things on their minds. So you also said it was DJs. So would it be like, say for instance, I was having a party right now, there's like 100 people right here, for whatever reason my DJ's not here, or I just don't want him no more, I'll be able to just hop on there and just find one real quick and they'll be able to come right through?
Right. that would be the ideal thing, you know what I mean? Daughter's birthday party. If that person wants to take the job and, you know what I mean, do that, they can come and do it. And you never know. You never know who you'll meet. You never know
Yeah.
who will pull up and yeah, man, it's just so funny that it's such a need of it, because every time I tell people an idea, they be like, man, why didn't I think of that? Because it's so simple.
Yeah.
Simple, stupid is the way that I put it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
but yeah, man, that's pretty much how it would go. And yeah, that's
All right. So what I'm getting from it, what I like from what I'm hearing is it seems like it's a streamlined thing. In that situation right now, I may have to try to hit up a bunch of DJs and wait for the responses and stuff. And you're providing a solution that I don't got to do none of that. I see them on the app. It says they're available. I can book them and they're going to come without having to try to hit up a whole bunch of different people and wait to see what's going on.
Exactly. And then, you know, your review after you're done, they came early, they came late, they did their job, they didn't do their job, you know what I mean? They played the music that you asked them to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So people, you can just easily go and look at their reviews and that'll be there for everybody to see. So you'll be knowing, of course, the community has to get built in its first early baby stages, but once everybody's doing their work and then you can see it all there, you'll know what type of person you want for your job already. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like the Yelp being at the bottom of somebody's page.
Yeah, facts. That's dope. That's dope. If I ask you anything and you're not sure, son, I can cut it out. You know, saying or whatever the case may be. So is there gonna be rewards or like rewards for people that are like providing a really good service and consistently keep like a high rating? And is there gonna be like a reward service for you? You know how like if I order Uber, I get points towards like the next level tier. Is there any plans for that or working already?
One thing that I definitely want to incorporate, and I definitely have on the list for one of the updates, is that I want to have featured profiles to where, and again, this is the whole point of this is the level of playing field. So the featured profiles will be the people who are doing the best, and I want to actually show who's doing the best. So the people who are, you know, trying to get their feet wet and trying to figure out how to do it, they can see what they're doing that's working. So everybody can, you know, so the guys that are still up there doing their thing, other people can look and like, okay, that's what they're doing. Maybe I want to try that, you know? So it's pretty much like giving people tips from other people's pages to show like they're working by doing this. You can improve your page by doing what they're doing.
That's dope. Yeah, so you're gonna kind of like help guide people into how to be more successful within the system.
Exactly.
What about like is there anything like I guess tutors or like educators, like say I want to learn something, is there a section where I can invite an engineer to come through and teach me how to use a program or anything like that? I don't know if that's a little off board. I didn't see it there. Just something as we're talking, I'm thinking about like.
Yeah. And that's a crazy idea. That would actually be kind of
like if I'm like, I want to learn how to produce, I'm able to go on there like, damn, I can have Mike Zombie come teach me how to produce or whatever the case may be, you know?
Man, that might need to be a whole nother app, to be honest. that would be so fire though.
Because if I can have them come through anyway, why can't they just be here to teach me?
No, for real. I need to write that down. That would be crazy. And there's definitely going to be, you know, spin-off apps, you know what I mean? And things of that nature that we're already talking about, even though we're in V1, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm super excited because this is not only just like an app. This is a corporation with me and my two partners. So it looks like I'm gonna be doing tech for a long time.
Like how does it feel? Do you feel like kind of like refreshed that you kind of got like a new challenge now? Not to say that you don't consistently challenge yourself with the producing side, but like this is like a whole new lane for you.
Yeah, I do, because it's just like I'm in an industry where, you know, my name is kind of a household name. So like now I'm in an industry where I'm the new guy, you know what I mean? I'm low-key the underdog, and I'm like yeah, I'm the new guy, and I really am learning the business. I'm learning the vernacular. I'm learning what tech really is. I'm learning how startups happen. I'm learning about all these other companies that been in business and took so long to get where they were. Like learning about WhatsApp and how it came about is just mind blowing. You know what I mean? It's just giving me a whole new thing to study. You know what I mean? So I love it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, because I love learning. So
yeah, that's what I say. You're like in the best phase. Like to me, I love this part of the phase is like when the ideas, like you could generate ideas and brainstorm, add on to it. Like you said, it's only V1 right now. It's not too established yet where you add something as a whole re-education like purpose to the audience. Is like right now you're still initially building all onto it.
Yeah. And I'm in talks right now with my old school, Full Sail University, because we want to. This is another thing why the app is going to be so helpful, because some people graduate and they don't run straight into that job that they, that dream job that they want. And I would love for like students to come and get on the app, and they make their own money, make their own time, and while they're waiting for that dream job at, let's say, Paramount Studios or Quad in New York, or until they get there, they're still learning how to really do it in their own sessions, and they can prepare themselves for that big job while they're making their own money. You know what I mean? So I love that. I see it all the time, and with students, and I would love for them to just be stable at least until they get a job. You know what I mean? So
this gives them a place to be discovered at still, because on the app, as people are going through and seeing exactly what they're looking for.
Exactly. So
that's hard.
Yeah, man.
When do you plan on going on to full like marketing mode and really letting everybody know this is out there? I'm not sure if you are yet. I'm just saying I didn't really see it like that yet.
Definitely.
It said July was the subscription model when that kicks in. So I don't know if that's when you plan to go into full like marketing mode.
Definitely before this year is over for sure. And this is the thing, like we just went. So let me give you all a idea of how fast this is moving. So I came up with the idea 2 years ago. I've had it in my head for 2 years. I met my first partner in October. We talked about it. Then he introduced me to my second partner, I want to say after that week. Then we officially became a corporation in January. And then we went live in March. So and now it's only,
y'all weren't playing, y'all just did it like Nike.
Exactly. So for companies, this is moving very, 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 very fast, like light years. So to come out with a subscription based model before the year is up, that would be even crazier. So but we're definitely chipping at the wood, and I believe it's going to happen for sure. And I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, nah. It's just like you said, it's exciting. It's a new challenge, a new lane, and it's giving you a new opportunity to learn a whole new thing now. And there's a lot of money in tech, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a wave.
This is the thing, man.
It's a wave, and the app is wave. I didn't mean to do that, but we there.
Yeah, and what's crazy is to triple entendre the name. For one, WAV is like the waveform that you make music in. The phrase to like book somebody on the app is to wave someone down. So, yeah, and you know what I mean, it's just the wave, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean. So
word.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
That's hard. And to get started, is there any, like, do you guys do any screening? Or like I said, I didn't really go too far in signing up because I didn't really match on the role, so I didn't want to mess something up. But like, is there any screening once you actually click one of those roles, like to prove that you could do it or you have a certain skill set?
So this is the thing, you can put your website up there, and if you have your Instagram, I'm pretty sure everybody has their talents posted up on there, and et cetera, et cetera. And we're gonna add the option to put your ASCAP, BMI, or it's Sony ATV, and we're also talking to publishers to do something together, which is going to be so fire, you know what I mean? And yeah, we're going to be adding all of this stuff. The app is going to be so for the people. That's what I was just about to say. The difference between like other apps, as far as like, your Ubers and your this, that, and the third, I make music, you know what I mean? I came up with this idea not for the money. I came up with this idea to help and to make sure other people get help. So this app is really like damn near philanthropy work to me. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not looking for a check out of this, you feel what I'm saying? But obviously it's probably gonna happen, you know what I mean? With great ideas comes, what it is. But yeah, but the whole point is like it's made by someone in the industry for people who want to be and who are in the industry. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you have a credibility, you're saying, and you already have that. So it's not like just an outsider, like, oh, I'm gonna make this because I know tech. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the
Yeah,
inside, you kind of know what these producers and engineers, what they're looking to do, and you kind of know the resources. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's dope. Like you
exactly.
have that built in.
And this is like me and my team's baby. So Mike Zombie is fully behind this. If there's problems, I want it to be known that I'm on it. You know what I mean? So and I want to make it the best for everybody.
How are you gonna be able to, or how are you dividing your time to maintain the career you have within, the music and being able to focus on building, like you said, a baby? Because this is a lot of work.
Yeah, well, most of my music is done in the nighttime, and most of
Okay.
the wave stuff is like that stuff I would handle in the daytime. You know what I mean? Emails and etc. Being on the phone. I just came back from meeting with my partners over in Santa Monica. So like I do that stuff in the daytime, you know what I mean? Go to the gym, and I just keep it going, you know what I mean? Making sure I got time for the East Coast stuff, even though
Yeah.
it's still light out here.
It's
You know
still
what I mean?
light
So
here too. It's
I gotta
summertime. It
just,
don't get dark till like 9 o'clock now.
oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, I
Speaking of
just,
the gym though, I saw you did some shit with The Rock.
oh yeah, man.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, man, I'm real cool with his wife Lauren Hashan and her friend who's a writer and my best friend Naz Tokyo. And we just been building our relationship since about like 2017 to now. Well, I met Lauren in 2018, and we ended up doing a song called Samson. I loved it. We just kept working, and then
Wait, The Rock's wife?
yeah, Lauren Hashan,
Oh, she makes music.
she makes music. She
Oh wow, I
does.
never knew that. That's dope.
Yeah, we have a song called Samson. The video's dope. I'm in it. We're in there with a bunch of real wolves. And if you take a gander at that, and then a year after that, she had me come through to work on a special project. Was really it was her gift to him as a wedding gift. So she wrote a song and I produced it, and I hope to write a little bit of it. And yeah, man. And
Because if that means, I don't know how much you were in wrestling, but that means if you were like Eminem was one of your favorite rappers, that means that was like part of
hey,
the peak of The Rock as a wrestler too.
he's my favorite wrestler like of all time. I used to have
Legit, like the 6'7" with that, like you just fucking.
yeah, I want to say I recently told her like a couple months ago, or maybe like 2019 or 20, that yeah, I used to have toys of your husband like this.
That conversation got me crazy.
Yeah, so
But we all did.
yeah, for sure. And then I had did that for her, and then yeah, we just kept working, and that song ended up, it was supposed to be for something else, and he actually just like remembered, and she played it for him, and then he wanted that to be his song for his Iron Paradise collaboration with Under Armour, and that's like, it was just dope, like to have The Rock on your like production list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was going through your Instagram. I was, because you say, because again, like it's just so much going on. I'm like, wait, why is The Rock on his page? And like I'm really captured it. It's like the song that you did on it, and there's
Yeah,
the Under Armour thing. Then they had the Rock project I saw. So it's pretty cool. Like it's cool just as a creative. Like we've seen all the lanes Rock has took in, and now like you're yourself, now you're moving into tech, and I'm sure you've tackled other like creative outlets and things like that. There's like
yeah.
no cap to being a creative, you know?
Yeah, for sure, bro. And that's one of those things that like I can check off my bucket list, because just the opportunity was so big. And shout out to Naz and Lauren for that, because without them that wouldn't happen. But it was so big because like I'm actually rapping and I produced the actual music, you know what I mean? And shout out to her sister, the Rock sister-in-law, who's on the song. And it's just crazy, you know what I mean? Just hearing my voice and seeing The Rock on the screen, like Under Armour, it's like,
Yeah. That shit massive, bro.
yeah, man.
And even as you're doing all this and you're all over the country, you still have one of the biggest songs out here in Jersey with the Heartbroken joint with
Oh,
J Hood, and the remix with Fetty Wap about to come out in a little bit.
yeah,
So
man.
it's like you're still having an impact here as you're not even like, as you're doing everything else all over the country, you know?
Yeah, it's so funny. It's just like you said, like when people be like, what's next? I'll be like, all right, hold on real quick. I got to really think about it, because it's like when stuff is coming out, that's like Heartbroken came out, I want to say last year around this time,
Yeah.
June. The Rock song, I did that shit in 2018. You know what I mean? So stuff be coming out a little bit late, and then I'll be like in a whole new mode musically and doing different things. Like right now, I'm like really locked in with putting the finishing touches on my album, and
Word.
Working with my boys Squala and Fresh for this Dom Hooligans project, because we just made a group or whatever, and been doing that, and then like me and Tori Wolf still be working, and me and Young MA, you know what I mean?
Hello,
Even
baby.
though,
It's just like a whole little vibe. Hello, baby. Like that
yeah,
flow and that beat, like it's like so mesmerizing. Every time I hear it, it's like it's like I don't know. It feels like drill, but then it's like slow and it matches her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
yeah,
5's on it. It's just like a whole vibe. It's hard. Like yeah, that's probably one of the better. Without even knowing you did it, like I've been talking like people that in the studio and shit. Like this is one of the best like joints I've heard like in a long time. It just and her on top of it because she's so casual. Like it just
yeah.
yeah, it's indescribable.
And even that, like I want to say that was done. That beat was made. I want to say it was made a little bit after I did Heartbroken. Like
Oh wow.
yeah, so like it's just like I'll be in the mode and then that was like right after Red Flu came out. So it was like stuff be just overlapping, and then I just keep working. It's like my whole thing is I try not to marry one accomplishment. You know what I mean? I try to whoopie whoop, and then we keep.
Word.
You know what I mean? So
That shit's hard, man. So when's your album dropping? Do you have like a time frame or?
I don't have a time frame, man, because I want it to be perfect. It's the longest I've ever took to put out my own music. The reason why is because last year was very personal wise. Last year was very difficult for me, so I had to like really capture all those moments, and I needed to put them in there because I believe in my music, like I believe if I don't address the things that I need to address, then they'll linger on in my real life. So but the album is fire, and I can guarantee you that. And when it does come, there's some bangers on there, guaranteed, like guaranteed. I can't wait.
Wait, how long you been working on it? Because you said this is the longest.
Well, my last project that I put out was the Silver Tape, and the Silver Tape came out in 2019. I want to say I dropped it on. Whoa, damn! It's the anniversary today. Damn, that's
Oh
crazy.
wow.
Yeah, so today's the
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Yeah, so the anniversary was I dropped it on 609. You know, that's what my area code. So
Yeah. I saw you were in front of the. Or I saw some pictures you were in front of the high school, and I saw a bunch of
yeah,
comments saying that. Yeah, 609.
yeah, you know what I mean. So
Hillenborough, right?
yes, sir.
South,
So
South, South Jersey.
yeah, man. So I had put that out, and that was more like a mixtape. This one is like an album. Like I consider this one an album. And yeah, man, it's this one. It's super personal. It's like it got some bops on there too, but this one is it's gonna be a one. And the name is called Nice Guys Finish First. If you don't know, so you know what I mean. I believe that it's time for the nice guys to start winning. You know what I mean? So
I fuck with that. Yeah,
yeah, man.
that's how I move. I feel like you're saying good energy, playing nice and positive. You're saying like you take some lumps and bruises along the way with the wrong people, but you eventually get where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure, man. So that's the mantra that we're going by, and people love it. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a bunch of people because in this industry, you know, I'm pretty sure you've heard of all the stories of like this person did this to this person.
Yeah.
And I feel like I pride the fact that I haven't hurt nobody. I haven't did nobody wrong. If you speak on my name in the industry, like it comes with nothing but nobility and loyalty and all the things that you know I stand for. And I'm grateful that I'm able to progress without having to do for lack of better words, sucker shit. You know,
Ain't shady. Yeah, you just moving
what
how
I
you
mean?
moving. Good business.
Yeah, to like stay afloat, and that's just a blessing. You know what I mean? So
Facts. I love hearing that shit. I love hearing that.
that's
But
why
you know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate you being on here, like reading about the app and seeing the app and learning about the app even more from you. I thought it was very informative for people that were wondering who will watch this. And for myself, I'll be in tune.
Yeah.
The album, we'll be watching out for that. You definitely got to give me a heads up and hopefully we can hop back on and you chop it up a little bit.
Okay.
I really do appreciate you know what I'm saying, being on here. Like I said, you don't even gotta be told you are a legend out here in Jersey. Like there's not many producers, you know, and that's not taken away from nobody. You're saying everyone has their own path, you know. But and when you kick in the door with Drake, you gotta be destined for greatness, right?
Yeah.
But yo, Mike Zombie, you have any like final message for the people?
Nice guys finish first. Thank God for the day, even on the bad days. And go ahead and download Wave and come join the community. I'll be building up this app to make sure y'all can create the way y'all want to. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whenever you whenever you want to see what I'm up to, you know what I mean? And thank
Real
you.
quick though, think about adding bloggers to it, because then people can have like bloggers. You know how they're always looking for bloggers to pull up to parties or events or release parties. It might be a way to.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Got you, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
like the way you
new.
think, man.
I'm telling you, I always be thinking, man. I can hear someone else's idea, my brain just goes away. I love that part of it. But like I said, I appreciate you. Let's chop it up sometime, my boy. I'm gonna holler at you.
Sure, bro. Stay in contact for real.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, bro. Be easy.
All right,
Peace.
bro.